Hello, Gunnar.
Hello. How are you?
So tell us what you'll be playing today.
I've been playing Isai, the Sixth Sonata.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know any background about this piece?
Just that it's written for Manuel Quiroga, which is a Spanish violinist, also the 20th century, and had very lovely recordings of Spanish composers.
Ah, right.
And I think the whole feeling of the piece is also like a very Spanish, passionate, and I think a lot of it is about love, in a way.
Okay. Well, you ready?
Hopefully.
Wonderful. Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine. Thank you.
Good. Lots of good things. Now, I had a question about a note.
Yes.
Right before the last Allegro tempo,
One, yes.
tempo primo, that the trill.
I have especially written the natural there.
Okay, because
Maybe it's wrong, because I've also listened in a recording and it was a D sharp. But
yeah, I mean in the first edition of the piece, maybe it was a mistake, but
okay.
there is no natural sign there. I don't know. Okay. That's one of those questionable notes. Okay.
One of them.
And at the bottom of the page,
Oh my goodness.
there's a G sharp.
Yeah.
Okay. And before the allegretto poco scherzando, the F sharp. Okay, so those are the two notes that jumped out at me. Okay, so let's start again. First of all, do you have any questions about this piece in general? Technically.
Technically?
Yeah.
Well, maybe just some tips on performing in front of people. It's a problem lately.
Okay. So what I noticed is when you have those double stops,
Yeah.
that you're having some trouble achieving the sort of the maximum balance between the two strings.
Okay. Yeah.
So can you just maybe just try that? Can you just try that once? And just think about good balance between both strings. And don't hurry. Don't hurry to the top. And so that when you have the slurs, really set. Huh? And when you go to the separate bow, make sure that you have good balance. Both strings. Just a second. Okay. When you shift, make sure that you the left hand is moving not behind the bow, but with the bow.
Okay.
That's it. And the top double stop. Do you do 4/4 or 4/2?
4/2, yeah.
Try 4/3. Sorry, 2/3. Okay. Once again.
More balance for
Yes, that's right. Yeah. Right, so you can practice that, and I think it'll be stronger in the end. You'll get and now let's look at those finger octaves. Okay. Okay. How do you think of the scale? Do you think of it like?
Yeah, exactly.
Try to think of it in groups, I think,
Okay.
so that you're not thinking of each shift. Okay? So that in your mind, you sort of give yourself a place where you're going to slightly pause. So it releases the tension in the hand. Yeah. That's it. Good. That's it. Yeah. And keep the balance between the top and the bottom string.
Okay. Always in the double stops.
Yeah. Always.
Okay.
With the double stops. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the. Whenever you have a double stop, just make sure that you're prepared to be playing on both strings. Okay. Okay. Try from. Yeah. Balance. Good. Okay, once again. Good. Okay, better. And I encourage you to really accent those forzandis.
Yeah.
It's very backwards. I know. Yeah, I think you can make much more of them.
Yeah. Okay. I'll try.
Okay, go on.
Go on. Okay.
Yeah. You see what happened there? You see what happened? Make sure that you have both notes, yeah? That's it.
Yep.
Go on. Go on.
Okay.
Yeah. Good. Good on. I think this dolce grazioso quasi allegretto. I think that it sounds very careful.
Okay, yeah.
I think it can have a little freedom in that gesture, yeah? So that it's not completely... I think you have a little more freedom there, yeah?
Okay, sure.
Yeah?
Do I need to go from there?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes. Go on. Good. C sharp. Okay. And then I think these. I think you can treat those like that. A little freedom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go now. Don't be afraid of that shift. If you go to it, you won't miss it. But if you, it's always going to be a little flat.
Okay.
The piano is on the poco lento, not not on the not. Okay.
You have the poco lento written already from the first.
Yeah,
chord?
that's
Okay.
that's poco lento.
Yeah, because it's very interesting. I have it only on the third chord, so I was also like trying to make it only poco lento from there.
I think it's it's a that's a I think the printer decided to put it somewhere else.
Just wherever.
Yeah. Okay, they're also. It's F sharp. that chord. Make sure that, and then that chord. Make sure that you have the right spacing. Good. Okay, try again. Just, yeah. Okay, Gunnar. Take your time between the thirds. Between the thirds and the double stop and the octaves. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Give me your phone.
Good. How do you practice those tenths?
Just slowly trying to find. Trying to find a free connection between the tenths. But,
Okay, so I want you to think about, because the fourth finger is the weaker finger,
yeah.
I want you to think about starting in third position
Yeah.
and reaching back with the first finger.
I think in a way I do it because the third finger is already in the.
Right. Right, that's right. But to imagine that you're reaching back with the first finger and not reaching forward with the fourth finger.
Okay.
Okay? Okay, now try it once, just play the bottom note of the tenth. Okay? Now play it slurred, no, without the staccato. Okay, a little faster. Okay, now play it with the other note. Good. So basically, what you're trying to teach your hand to do is to know the spacing of the bottom scale. Si, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, do. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And then the fourth finger is going to follow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I know it's difficult to imagine that at first, but if you work on it, I think it'll go. Or the next thing you can practice is just play top note.
Okay. Okay. At least
Yeah.
some stability. Separate.
Right, so that you establish a
Okay.
balance.
Great. Okay.
Because right now, that's the main thing I find about your double stops, is that because your hand is off balance in the right hand also, it's like because your left hand is not sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so the sound itself is not balanced. You're not touching. You're not putting the same kind of. You're not voicing the two voices.
Yeah.
In a good way.
Would you
Okay.
say that the touch in the left hand should be also even on both strings? Or
I think you just have to be, just to be aware that, not one or the other too much. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Here, let's go on. Good. Mona, try. Make sure that those have two accents, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So a little more, a little longer. Not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not too short. Good. Yeah. Now, maybe, I think it's a shift timing thing. Make sure that you shift before the bow chain. Go on.
No.
That's a wrong note there. After the chords, D sharp. D sharp.
No.
That's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
D sharp again. Yeah.
Sorry for that.
Okay. That's why I'm here.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. F sharp. That's it. E natural. Keep going. after the left hand pits,
Yeah.
do you have E, C natural?
Yeah. Do you have something different?
I heard you playing C, A. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Go on, you know? Okay, good. Now, take a minute and just relax. And I want you to think about something. You know, like when you have rests and when you have when you have places that you feel like are the end of phrases. Just to take the time to take a breath, because this piece is like that. It just keeps coming and coming and coming, right? So I think you sometimes you just need to take a breath just to remember to set yourself for what's coming, yeah, and so that you're ready Because often you start things and I can see that you're like, oh my God, I'm not ready for this. Yeah? Okay? So just make sure that you take the time to get set and before you start, like something difficult.
Okay.
You have more time than you think. Yeah? Breathe. Yeah? Because it sounds like you're not breathing.
There's so much to do, no time to breathe.
Yes, yeah, that's the feeling I get.
Yes,
So,
yes.
I think if you breathe, it's like you're less likely to panic. Yeah, just remember to breathe in and also to breathe out.
Okay.
Yeah, sometimes we breathe in and we forget to let go. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. So, let's say, what time is it? Why don't you try again?
The whole thing.
Yeah.
I bet there will be still those.
Don't worry about those wrong notes. You put them in the part. You can go home and you can look at them.
Yeah.
And you can, and then you can make those changes. Right now, just think about breathing, and think about the character and the image that you want to, the sound that you want to project to the listener, and the atmosphere that you want to project to the listener. I know it's hard because the thing is so difficult. But don't think about the fact that it's hard, because that's a given. It's just hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's nothing to do about it.
No. The only thing you can do is practice. But, when you perform, you need to just think about, I'm going to, this is what I want to, this is what I want to say. This is what I want to project. This is the atmosphere I want to create. This is the character I want to create. And so that you're not focused on what's difficult here. Because the more you focus on what's difficult here, the more the listener is going to be focused on that as well.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Good. Much better.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, what did you think was different?
Breathing. Okay.
Yeah. Right. I think, giving yourself the time to do certain things. And when you get more used to that, you can shorten the space and still feel relaxed. It's a little bit like a swimmer. When you swim, one of the first things that you learn is when to take a breath. Yeah, and they get to a point where all they need is like a split second, and they can get a whole lung full of air.
Okay.
Yeah, and so I think you should just think about having that image. You're swimming, and you're just coming up for air from time to time, and you have to pace yourself so that you have enough air for what you're going to do. Yeah, because still there are times when it's like you run out of air. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
Do you have any other questions?
I don't think so.
No.
Do you know just something about the history of the piece you were telling in the beginning?
Oh, I just find it so fascinating that the whole idea of him writing these 6 sonatas. Yeah. It's like he's painting a musical portrait of each one of these persons. So the first one is Ligeti, who's very music scholarly. It's very cerebral kind of writing, and you can tell because he puts in a big fugue in the middle. It's very, very much that way. And you have Thibaut, which apparently the story, and this is a funny story. Tipo used to play the Bach partita, the E major partita.
Okay, yeah. The obsession one.
Yeah, and he would get lost. He couldn't find his way.
So that's a joke about him.
It's a joke. So Isai was teasing him by writing this. And with UNESCO is this idea of this very rhapsodic, sort of brooding, kind of mysterious writing in the ballad. And then Chrysler, of course, and then the Kriegboom and Kuroga. I don't know much about the other two. I don't know that Kriegboom played in a string quartet and studied with Isai. He must have been a very good violinist.
Probably.
Yeah. But you're right. I mean, it's a study in this sort of Latin temperament. Yeah. And I think you can sort of strive for that a little more, even though it's really, it's really technically challenging. You should get to a point in the study where you feel like, just toss off the thing in a very sort of, Mediterranean sort of Latin way, yeah? You'll get there, I'm sure. I'm sure of it.
Thank you.
Okay, very good.
Great pleasure to work with you. Thank you.
Oh, good job.
Yeah.
Wonderful.